Hello everyone, welcome to Achievers IAS classes. Let's begin our analysis on the current events of 30th July 2018. The first issue is an editorial regarding the recent amendments to the Prevention of Corruption Act of 1988. The law was initially promulgated in order to combat corruption, but Section 13(1)(d) of the Act was criticized, under which the public servants were culpable for securing a pecuniary advantage without any public interest. This resulted in many honest officials being prosecuted even when they gained nothing and were only exercising their power or discretion in favor of someone. Therefore, it had a chilling effect on governance and deterred bold decision making, which the recent amendments seek to address. The amendments make it more concise and restricts criminal misconduct to mainly two offences, that is, misappropriating the property entrusted to a public servant and amassing unexplained wealth. Further, it has been explained that a person shall be presumed to have intentionally enriched himself if he or she cannot account for his or her assets through known sources of income. Along with these amendments, it has made citizens liable for offering a bribe to a public servant, which is in line with the UN Convention Against Corruption, the only exception being when one is coerced to give a bribe, in which case he can report to the law enforcement authorities within a period of 7 days. However, there is no clarity on the options available to the people when the police or any other agency refuses to register a complaint. Further, the introduction of the prior approval norm to start an investigation is seen as creating another layer of protection in the initial stage of the probe itself, which is seen as undesirable by several activists. What needs to be remembered here is a public servant needs to be protected against unfair prosecution, but a genuine drive against corruption should be strengthened by creating an ombudsman in the form of a Lokpal or Lokayukta, as well as assure citizens of time-bound services and whistleblower protection. In essence, there has to be a balance between protecting honest public servants and prevention of corruption. On that note, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding the Deep Ocean Mission to be coordinated by the Union Earth Sciences Ministry. The mission is aimed at exploring the oceanic depths, and its focus will be on technologies for deep sea mining, underwater vehicles, underwater robotics, and ocean climate change advisory services. It also aims to achieve the goals of an offshore desalination plant that will work with tidal energy and developing a submersible vehicle that can go to a depth of at least 6 kilometers. This is an important development because the UN International Seabed Authority has allotted 150,000 square kilometers in the central Indian Ocean basin to India for the exploitation of polymetallic nodules. These are the rocks on the seabed containing iron, manganese, nickel, and cobalt, which are largely unexplored and unutilized. Estimates suggest that even 10% of recovery of these minerals from these polymetallic nodules can meet the energy requirement of India for the next 100 years. On that note, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding the plans of the Indian government to procure the National Advanced Surface to Air Missile System from the United States of America. The missile system will be beneficial in preventing any 9/11 type attacks, and it would complement the other systems such as the medium and long range surface to air missile systems and also the S-400 air defense missile systems, which are to be procured from Russia. Apart from this, India is also developing an indigenous ballistic missile defense system as part of its multi-tiered air defense network to fully secure its airspace from incoming fighter aircraft, missiles, as well as unmanned aerial vehicles. The next issue in news today is regarding the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army, which is termed as a terrorist organization by the Myanmarese government. Recently, there were reports in an Indian newspaper that this group had targeted the Assam Rifles, but the armed group has denied these allegations and has expressed appreciation for Indian efforts in addressing the Rohingya refugee crisis. Further, it has clarified that it is not connected to the Islamic State or the Pakistan's intelligence agencies. As you are aware, Rohingyas are the Muslim minority communities of Myanmar who had to flee their country in the face of persecution by the ethnic majority of the country, as well as the alleged armed attack by the Myanmarese army. This has resulted in lakhs of refugees taking shelter in neighboring countries like Bangladesh and many more who have been subjected to human trafficking while on their attempt to reach countries like Cambodia, Malaysia, etc. The Indian government, even though it is not a signatory of the UN Convention on Refugees, has provided humanitarian aid and relief but has maintained a balance between national security and its commitment to solve the Rohingya refugee crisis. With respect to resolution of the crisis, there is no visibility, but efforts have been made mainly by countries like China in pressurizing Myanmar, but it has to be seen how the issue evolves in the coming days. On that note, I'm wrapping up today's news analysis. Do like, share, and comment to support this initiative. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.